The following review has been approved by Lord Carnage and the best of Classic Game Room. It's Classic Game Room time. Prepare to enjoy the review of Mortal Kombat Advance on your Game Boy Advance. You're really far better off playing Mortal Kombat 10. It's much better than this.
Fight!
The fact is, you're far better off playing a lot of other games instead of this one. Did I really expect it to be good? To be fair, there's a lot of great Game Boy Advance games to choose from. This is most certainly not one of them. Oh no, it's another disappointing portable version of Mortal Kombat, which should most definitely not be reviewed right after I played Mortal Kombat 10, because that game just wipes the floor with this. This is horrible. But I suppose if you're desperate and you really need a Mortal Kombat fix, here you go. It's cheap. Okay, it's not that bad. The problem here is that it's really just underwhelming. Mortal Kombat has a long history of struggling on handheld game systems, and there's far better fighting games to choose from on the Game Boy Advance, like Tekken. This one doesn't look very good, and each character only has about 2 moves. There's fewer buttons on the Game Boy Advance than there are in the actual arcade machine. So it just doesn't play as well. It's an inferior version of Mortal Kombat 3 is what it is.
Fight!
This one has a 2001 copyright, and there's better ways to spend your money. There's better versions of Mortal Kombat 3. If you're looking for a great fighting game on your Game Boy Advance, go Street Fighter Alpha 3 or Tekken Advance or Pit Fighter on the Atari Lynx. If you're looking for a great version of Mortal Kombat, go Mortal Kombat 10, which does not have a Game Boy Advance release. That'd be interesting.
Fatality. Kano wins.
Hey, it's not all bad. The announcer voice is pretty good. To be fair, Mortal Kombat Advance does look better on the Game Boy Advance SP than it does on the Super Game Boy. But it plays pretty much the same way. You've got to know your special moves and your combos, or you're not going to get anywhere in Mortal Kombat. But let's be honest here, there's far better ways to spend your money on the Game Boy Advance. Far better ways. Even Scorpion would agree with me. I've got a Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to send to Morgan from Clarksville, Tennessee. Thank you, Morgan, for sending Mortal Kombat Advance. I would only recommend this version of the game if you're desperate. You've got a trip ahead of you, a Game Boy Advance, and that's it, and you just love Mortal Kombat, and there's no other games for sale anywhere, except maybe Pit Fighter for the Lynx. Because you know that's good. The best of Classic Game Room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set.